All right, guys. Cannot believe I haven't done this one before, but today I'm gonna ride Breedon. Ride this one a whole bunch, but I guess I just haven't made a video on it yet. This is actually off of Oromodonte line 9. Right now we're looking at it from a mass perspective, but we'll be going in, down kind of an access trail, and then up and doing it counterclockwise. So as you can see, there's a few trails that you pass through, but it's pretty simple on how to get yourself in and out of here. So yeah, let's get at it. Should be a fun trail. Nice day today. Again, that week of nice weather has seemed to stick around, which is really cool. So they've been logging in here for a while. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Set the watch. Classic. There we go. So like I was saying, they've been logging in here for a while, and as you can see by this big stack here, so it's been kind of closed on and off. There was a pretty decent mess when I rode this a while ago, so it appears as if the majority of the trail has been cleared. It is pretty fun. It's one that has a decent amount of climbing too, so if you're kind of trying to push those boundaries and see what you can do, this is going to be one that's going to be a challenge for the climbs. So let's double track. You take it right here and you get into the trail. This is very much a just go straight kind of trail, so getting lost isn't too much of a factor. There is a way to park towards the top of line 9 near Bass Lake Side Road East, which there's a pit, like an open pit that you can park by, which also gives you access to the connector. When you go in there, there is a way to skip some climbing that you'll see in a minute here. So that's sometimes the better way to go, but I wanted to show what it was like off the main entrance. Oh. Lighting is pretty cool so far. As the trees start to go, the leaves and the lighting variance makes it a little bit harder to kind of see what the path is. Like any trail though, the more you do it, easier it gets. That's crazy. It's very loose there, so the climb's a little interesting. All right. So if you are parking at the pit, like I mentioned, you will come in over here. The trail goes in this way. It starts off with some fun kind of downhill and flow. In the wrong gear. There we go. Again, this one does have quite a bit of climbing. When you're in it, riding it though, you get the flowy sections to make up for it. is one of those trails where if you're in Ormodante, you've probably ridden it. I'd say if you plan to make a day of it, you're not from the area, doing this one and line 7 would be a good combo. Good day out, just for what's offered. There is a section here, which I will mention. It does link up to the line 7 series, but considering we're on line 9, it's a bit of a trek over to it. And I personally have never done it before. I kind of just choose to ride this loop or those ones. Sandy there. All right, it's a fun little section. About to pay for all that fun though. This is a fairly climb heavy trail, but worth it. Stop here for a quick drink. Not going for a PR today, so just enjoy it. Show you guys what the trail looks like. Lots of roots and tight turns, which again, the more you ride, you get used to seeing and knowing the gears to be in and so on. Oh, as the air gets colder, the lung burn starts setting in. Let me know in the comments, do you like hot riding where you don't have the lung burn, or cold riding where you don't sweat as much but you get lung burn? I don't know, I think I'm on the fence on those two. So this is open to hikers and bikers. I've seen both on here. sometimes you'll see people with dogs off leash. So being mindful of the cars in the lot might help you determine how hard you're gonna kind of go into the turns and stuff. So here is a section that goes to the SCNBC kiosk, but the trail itself can use up here left. So again, I've never done that. If you go on Trail Forks, I'm sure you can see where it ends up, although I'm unsure. Not as much energy today as I had hoped. What are you gonna do? It's an optional rock over there before it ducks into the woods here. As you can see, across a few double tracks, but maintaining a straight path on the trail is going to be the way to go. There are some good sections like that all throughout. You ride, you climb, you ride, you climb. This makes breeding super fun. Excuse the lack of commentary. Just focusing on my breathing and being mindful of your pedals is really key here. Simply just based on all the stumps and stuff. Massively important. It changes from loose to sand, to pine needles, dirt, so ever changing ground you're working with. All in all, I kind of forget how many kilometers this is. Make sure I give a reading at the end. Just according to Garmin. I'm also interested to know, what do you guys use to track your rides? Do you have an onboard computer? Do you have a watch? Or not really track them at all? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear how everyone else is doing with their rides. Holy trees down. Like if you can see that. Yikes. Take a break for a drink here for sure. Alright, collecting myself. Back into the downs. Oh, again, not going too hard into it because of the storm. You see all stuff like that. You don't see it coming and it's a problem. Loggers ripped out a whole bunch of stuff too. That's kind of what they do. Being aware of that's important. As mentioned in my last video, letting SCMBC know if you have a trail that's under logging, because they often don't know. This is a grind here, this section. That's fun. Beautiful view of some fields there. Very well cleaned out. You can see the path extremely well. So whoever did that, thank you. Doing a fantastic job. Oh. Whew. See a tire, you're going the right way. Trying to check and see if the camera's recording. It is. Again, when you don't do it for a while, you kind of forget. The on them, that's pretty dicey. If you watch this channel, you know, not a huge fan of skinnies, but I'm getting a little more comfortable with them. The kiosk between Silver Creek in Slessor actually has a really cool setup of stuff they've made. It looks like they plan on making more too. When I was playing around on those skinnies, a little more consequence on them, but I don't know if that's kind of forced me to get used to it. All optional, nothing you have to do, but really cool regardless. So if you're in that area, the Slessor Silver Creek, take the connector as long as you're an SCMBC member. If you go to my channel, there's a link to register. $50 for the year, and that's gonna go to the club. There's all volunteers cleaning stuff up and stuff like that. So when you get to this section, it did feel like from here you had to go straight, but you actually go through the turn and this way leads you back. I'm not 100% sure where the other one goes. Again, haven't done it before. Not too interested in getting lost today. Just out and back. So if you don't know where you're going, that's where you turn left. Or if you're going the other way, you turn right. Now, this can be done in both directions. You've kind of witnessed the majority of the climbs that I've done. So, knowing those will be downs and the downs will be ups, you make your decision on which way you feel is best. If you have ridden this and you've gone both ways, let me know. I personally prefer the counterclockwise, but if anyone says it's worth it the other way, maybe I'll do a video of it the other way. Again, let me know in the comments. So to know which double track to turn down, whenever you do that straightaway that I just did, it's the only one in the whole place. And you see this big log here? That's the one. So we're back to where we started. Let's go back out to the car. So that's Breedon. Hope you enjoyed it. Currently sitting at 6.49 kilometers. I missed a little bit coming in. Quick 6.5. With stopping and brakes, 31 minutes. Not so bad. Anyway, that's it. There's the parking lot, Oro Line 9. Thanks again for watching, guys. Cheers.